It's not possible! No one's ever been able to...
What's up, guys? My name is Sweats from Forbidden Squee, and today we're going to be going through Dragunity, aka my favorite deck of all time. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first we're running 3 Dragunity Dux. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say, like, all the power to you in making the deck how you want, but if you're not running Dux at 3, you're not playing the deck right. Like, this is a main staple. Like, you need this. Like, this is the card that you need, like, all the time, every of the time. And along with that, we're running 2 Dragunity Senatus. It's not a bad card to see. I'm debating between, like, 1 or 2. Honestly, it's a pretty good card, honestly. Just an extra Dux helps set up your Rave if you don't open with Ravine or something. So, like, it's not bad. Like, 1 or 2's pretty good. Next, we run 3 Dragunity Arma Mystletainn. Now, honestly, I mean, you would think running 3, you brick with him a lot, right? But honestly, there are times, like, I love seeing this guy in my hand because he just kind of helps start combos, helps extend combos. He's not once a turn, which is really nice too. And, like, honestly, even running it at 3, like, there are times when I want to see him in my hand. Like, running him at 3 is like, wow, where's this card? Where's Mystletainn? So, overall, a really great card. If he could be searched, that'd be really nice.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
you can't search him from Ravine?
No, because Ravine searches level 4 lower Dragunities.
Ah.
Or just sends dragons to grave, which also is pretty nice. Next, we run 3 Phalanx. Now, along with Dux, this is like the core staple at 3. Because the thing about this guy is you always want to have him in grave. So, and the easiest way, the fastest way to get that done is to have 3 of these. So, always run 3. And along with that, we're running 2 Dragunity Couse. It's basically Phalanx, except he can make himself a level 4, but he can only be used for a Dragunity Synchro, which is pretty nice if you want to go into, like, Ascalon or Barcha or something. So 2's not bad, just to help him get him in grave. So, that's pretty cool. Not to mention he's a Cards of Consonance target, too. So, hey, more targets. Heck yeah. So like I said, this deck is pretty fragile because you rely so heavily on this one normal summon for Dux, and if that gets disrupted, then you kind of just hit the scoop button and yikes it up to game 2. Okay. So that being said, I am running a Windwitch engine. I run 3 Ice Bell, 1 Glass Bell, and 1 Snow Bell. Now these guys are actually, like, really good because, you know, they have restrictions, but they only restrict you to, like, wind monsters, which is really nice because, like, that's your entire deck, just wind monsters. So, and not to mention it doesn't use your normal summon, so you just get a Crystal Wing out for free that can't be destroyed by card effects. So that's pretty cool. You know, having a play that doesn't use your normal summon. And if that gets disrupted, then, hey, you still have a normal summon. So that's pretty cool.
And you bumped Ice Bell up to 3, right?
I sure did. At first I was like, yeah, Ice Bell at 2, that's pretty cool. Because, like, I don't want to see it all the time. Because just having a Crystal Wing in your extra deck zone, that kind of clogs it up. So you're just kind of sitting there with it. But seeing Ice Bell a lot is really nice. So I bumped it up to 3. Just because I like seeing it. And these guys at 1, well, this especially at 1, because you don't ever want to draw into it, like, ever. Like, if it's in your hand, you're putting that back with Saryuja, like, first thing is going back. This at 1 is fine. Honestly, it could come up to 2 if you really wanted it to, because it's just a free special summon if you have 2 wind monsters. So that's pretty cool. And then you can, like, go into links with it. So, yeah. Next, for just generic cards, I run 2 Mist Valley Baby Rock. This card works really well with your Dragunity Knight Dearg. You know, it's a tuner, level 2, wind, so overall just works really nicely with the deck. If it said
it works with Dragon Ravine, right?
No, actually. I wish it did, because it says when. so it misses the timing. If it
Oh,
said
dang.
if, that would be legendary,
That's
dude.
true.
I would actually probably move it up to 3 if it said if instead of when, because then that combos with Dragon Ravine, or like Twin Twisters or something. But yeah, overall not a bad card. Just has that when thing, you know. Next I run 2 Garuda the Wind Spirit. This card is basically like another Dux, you know, because it's just same level, same attribute, same type as Dux. So overall helps out the deck. Doesn't use a normal summon. Can be special summoned from the hand. So that's pretty neat. It also has a second effect, but I don't remember what that is actually. Yeah, during your opponent's end phase, you can select one face-up monster your opponent controls and change its battle position. So that's pretty cool if you want to do that.
That's nice, but he never stays out on the field for the end phase.
Never. And then we run 1 Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. This guy is actually like a legendary guy in this deck. He's just amazing. Helps you recycle Dragon Ravine or recycle like your Darkness Metal. You know, just to use it again. It's amazing. Like, if you could use it more than once a duel, that would be, well, A, that'd be broken, and B, that would actually be, like, amazing for this deck. So, I would probably bump it up to more. But yeah, 1 Zephyros. And along with that, to finish out the monsters, we have 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. You run a lot of dragon monsters in the deck, so just being able to revive them is really nice, you know? So, yeah. That's it for the monsters. Now, heading out to the spell and traps. Well, the spell is going to run any traps. Spoiler alert. We run 3 Dragon Ravine. Now, this is, again, a staple. 3 of no less than 3. Like, if you could run 4, you'd play 4, honestly. Because this is, like, you need to see this card all the time, every other time. It searches your entire deck, except for, like, well, it searches the stuff that you need, actually. And helps set up the grave, so overall just a really nice card to see.
How much did the deck improve when it got bumped up to 3 on the ban list?
Well,
Because it was runnable at 2, right?
yeah, it was playable at 2. But for some reason it's just stayed at 2. But, like, because you go through these kind of quickly, honestly, especially if your opponent runs, like, Tornado Dragon or whatever, and they just want to pop it. It just helps the deck immensely, just being able to see it, like, really, really often, if you're running it at 3 instead of 2, because then you can just see it more. I mean, then, like, the Terraforming hit to 2 really hurts the deck a little bit too, because it just stops you from seeing Dragon Ravine a lot, but that's understandable, because field spells are busted. But yeah, Dragon Ravine, 3 of... It helps unbrick your hand too. Because you could just, like, whatever you draw, you're like, oh, I drew something I don't want. See you later. Give me a Dux. So that's pretty helpful. Especially if you have, like, Phalanx or Couse in hand that want to be in grave. So you could just send them to grave, add a Dux, and there's your free, like, Crystal Wing or Scarlight or whatever. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. Next, like I said, you want to see Dragon Ravine all the time, so we run 2 Terraforming. If you could run more, you'd definitely run more, because even if you see this while Dragon Ravine's on the field, you can just pitch it with Dragon Ravine, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it helps you get to Dragon Ravine. Next, I run 2 Dragunity Divine Lance. This card is just a really good, like, you know, I like seeing this card a lot. It helps you, like, extend or maybe, like, bait out, like, a Ghost Ogre or something, whatever. But, yeah, overall, it's a really nice card. It is a hard once a turn, so that's why it's at 2. But, you know, helps. It makes your monster immune to traps. You can equip a guy from your deck, and then you can just special summon that guy, and then it buffs your guy, too, so that's really helpful. Once Romulus comes out, that's going to be like a really great card, because then you can search it. Heck yeah. Next I run 2 Cards of Consonance. We run 3 Phalanx and 2 Couse, so that's 5 targets right there. And all of them like to be engraved, so hey, you just pitch them, draw 2. Nice. Heck yeah. Next I run 3 Called by the Grave. It's just too good of a card not to run at 3, especially because hand traps are so prevalent. It just helps stop, you from losing. Because like I said, if you normal summon Dux and that gets like effect failure or ghost ogred, just hit that yikes button and then go to game 2. So, not to mention it helps stop like other things. Like your opponent's playing like a staple and it's already in their grave. You could just Called by the Grave or just negate monster
like
effects.
snow.
Whatever. Yeah, basically. Next I run 1 Foolish Burial. You have a lot of stuff that likes to be engraved, so yeah, Foolish Burial. I also run 1 Instant Fusion. We do actually have a target that's just to help bring out Marvelous. Basically Garuda.
Marvelous.
Basically Garuda, who's basically Dux, level 4 Windwing Beast. So that's pretty cool. Pretty neat. And to round things out, we run 1 Soul Charge and 1 Monster Reborn. Yeah. So that's the deck. Thanks for watching. No, I'm just kidding. Now we get to the spicy stuff. The reason why this deck exists. The extra deck. I run 1 Dragunity Knight Ascalon.
Cool card.
Absolutely love this card. Because not only do I love the artwork, the attack, it's really beefy, but it has a non-once-a-turn banish effect. So that's pretty cool. You could just spring it out and then banish all your opponent's monsters. So that's pretty cool. I run 1 Dragunity Knight Barcha. This guy was unplayable. You couldn't get him until Couse came out, because Couse can be treated as level 4, so Dux plus Couse equals this guy. And this guy's really cool, because you can just equip a bunch of, Dragunity monsters from your graveyard, and they can all just special summon themselves. So then you can just link for days. Like, it's a free Borreload, or Saryuja, or something. Then you can just out something, or extend. So overall, pretty nice card.
So you glad that he's playable now?
Absolutely, yeah. Because back in the day, the only way you can summon this guy is having some crazy, just wacky setup or wacky card where you'd have to have a Legionnaire, and then Phalanx or something, which was dumb. So, and nobody plays Legionnaire anymore anyway. So next I run 2 Dragunity Knight Vajrayana. This used to be a core 3 of, but now it's not really anymore. Honestly, 2's fine. I wouldn't recommend 1, but 2 to 3 is generally fine, because it's a generic help you climb up into your level 8. So yeah, not bad. And lastly, for the Dragunity Synchros, I run 1 Dearg. This guy helps unbreak your hand, helps you set up with Baby Rock or send Zephyros to grave or something. Just overall a really nice card. Honestly, if I had more room in the extra deck, I would probably bump him up to 2, but who knows. Overall, he's just a pretty good card. I like 1, but 2 sounds pretty cool too. And then next I run, like I said, I run a Windwitch engine. So I run 1 Windwitch Winterbell. Yeah, it's part of the engine. So hey, not to mention it can help burn your opponent. And I did actually win by burning my opponent for game one time. So that was pretty cool.
That's dumb.
Yeah, just, instead of Cowboy your opponent, it's Winterbell your opponent for game.
Oh my gosh.
Heck yeah. Now, getting onto the level 8 Synchros, I run 2 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Honestly, this card is the main, just, best guy in the deck. Or not, best. Just, a great monster, because, wind, dragon, negates monster effects. Amazing card.
You ran him at 3 at one point, right?
I did. Honestly, I might go back to that, because, 3 comes... There are times when I go through 2 of these, and I'm I kind of want a 3rd one,
That's dumb.
But I just don't really have space in the extra deck, honestly. I might bump him up to 3, because he's a pretty great guy.
Yo, Konami, bump up the extra deck space.
Hey, actually, though. Next I run 1 Scarlight. Pretty great. Remove monsters, burn your opponent.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
it's pretty cool.
And lastly, for the level 8s, I run 1 Omega. Because he's kind of busted.
Just a good card to pin down opponent's card.
So yeah, that's really good. That's it for the synchros. Now I run 1 XEs, and that's Atum. Atum's just amazing because you actually have a lot of level 8s, and so you can just bring out like a dragon, like a Red Eyes Darkness Metal, or just a Mystletainn. So that's pretty great. It's just a great like combo piece. And now moving on to the links, we have Greatfly. It's just a placeholder. Like as soon as the Dragunity or Speedrun link comes out, see you later, Greatfly. Get out of my face. And to round out the links, I have 1 Saryuja, 1 Borreload. Yeah, pretty great cards. And lastly, the last card in the extra deck is the 1 Mavlis, the 1 instant fusion target. Just like I said earlier, Wing Beast, level 4 wind.
He's marvelous too.
Yeah.
Is that why you picked him? Because there are other level 4 winds, right?
No.
Wing Beast? Oh.
The fusions? Nah.
Oh, nice.
This is the only one.
So he's just marvelous.
Yeah, dude. He's marvelous. He's the only one.
For Borreload, you'd switch him out for Boral Sword, right?
I don't know, actually. Because Borreload's like... Borreload, they're both good for like different things, but like Borreload is really good for like outing. If I had a Boral Sword, which I don't because it's like $70, probably 80 actually, I definitely run him in this deck, and I'd make room for him. I don't know if I'd switch him out for Borreload.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah. Because like they're both really good.
Gotcha.
I don't know, actually. But yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave a like, comment, smash that like button, and subscribble. But yeah, catch you all later.